The government of Ghana has announced that it will summon officials of the Israeli embassy in Accra on Wednesday following what it describes as inhumane and unjustified treatment of Ghanaian travelers, including 4 members of parliamentary delegation at Israel's Ben Gurion International Airport.
Diplomatic tension between Ghana and Israel is escalating as Ghana accuses Israeli authorities of inhumane and traumatic treatment of Ghanaian travelers entering the country.
Ghana has condemned what it called the inhumane treatment of its citizens at Israel's Ben Gurion Airport after several travelers were detained or deported since Sunday. In a statement, Ghana's foreign ministry said Ghanaian travelers were deliberately targeted and subjected to traumatic and humiliating treatment. The ministry noted that 7 citizens were detained at the airport without justifiable cause. Among these nationals were 4 members of a parliamentary delegation attending an international cybersecurity conference in Tel Aviv. They were released after hours of diplomatic intervention. The 3 other travelers were deported and have since returned to Ghana.
I don't know if you've heard this news, but Ghanaians are not joking. They are not playing at all. In fact, take the Lion of Africa or Leader of Africa, all those big names carry and give Ghana, because now them be the correct people right now. So I just read this news on the internet and I'm like, damn, what's going on? So it appears that the Ghanaian government deported 3 Israelis in Ghana.
Kemi Politics. It's Wednesday, the 10th of December 2025. Let's talk about the politics of deportation and what happened in the last 72 hours with Ghana and Israel.
Hello everyone, thank you for stopping by my channel. If you are new here, my name is Lillian. To you, my OGs, I appreciate you for coming back. Let's get into this breaking news sort of. It is less than 24 hours, so it's still a breaking news. What is this back and forth that we are seeing and hearing about the Israeli and the Ghanaian government? For me, it is not a surprise. The reason being that I don't know who remember the speech that the current president of Ghana, President John Dramani Mahama, made at the Global Peace Summit 2025. Immediately after the summit, I could feel it. I could feel it from the body language. But before we get into my knowing too much, my fellow Nigerians did not wait before they start hailing Ghana for retaliating. I think my people naturally, we like boastmas. We do not know the word peace. We like to return the energy the way you serve us. Anyway, let's get into the video proper. Don't forget to like it and feel free to subscribe if you have not.
The government of Ghana has announced that it will summon officials of the Israeli embassy in Accra on Wednesday following what it describes as inhumane and unjustified treatment of Ghanaian travelers, including 4 members of parliamentary delegation at Israel's Ben Gurion International Airport. In a strongly worded statement, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, condemned the actions of Israeli authorities, revealing that 7 Ghanaian nationals were detained upon arrival in Tel Aviv on Sunday, December 7, without legitimate cause. The ministry described the treatment of the delegation and other travelers as a deliberate targeting of Ghanaians, calling the conduct of Israeli authorities unacceptable and inconsistent with the long-standing friendly relations between the 2 countries. In a statement, the government noted that it is also considering appropriate reciprocal measures should Israel fail to address the concerns satisfactorily.
And when they failed, what happened?
I don't know if you've heard this news, but Ghanaians are not joking. They are not playing at all. In fact, take the Lion of Africa or Leader of Africa, all those big names carry and give Ghana, because now them be the correct people right now. So I just read this news on the internet and I'm like, damn, what's going on? So it appears that the Ghanaian government deported 3 Israelis in Ghana because the Israeli government deported 3 Ghanaians. So 3 for 3. You do me, I do you. God no go vex. This deportation matter has become a global headache. Everybody just they complain. They think just they bother everybody. You go wake up carry people, go return for their country, and there is no consequences. Trump don't do them. So many people are doing it, but this time around, Ghana say, no, no, no. If you deport our people without any just cause, if you deport my people without any serious reason, not be say they don't get paper or nothing, you just wake up, carry them, come out your country. We too, we go do the same thing. And that's exactly what they did. And after deporting the Israelis, they still wrote a letter to let their government know, say, see as the matter take be, don't be saying, na fight. Don't be fight. You don't do your own, we don't do our own. Now, let's meet and talk about it. Let's have a meeting and review and go back and walk back and see how we can improve so that we don't go call they do these bad blows in the future. And this is me just celebrating Ghana. This news is just so great. I mean, I don't know what else the repercussion is going to be. I don't know what the economic or financial consequences is going to be, but as I hear them soon, as so the news supposed to be. Celebrate the news first, and then later you can talk about the consequences.
My people are bad character, bad character. Anyway, I don't know what you think, but for me, I'm tempted to reason like my sister. Because see, the reciprocity came much later on the 10th. That is long enough. Like, that is longer than I would have allowed it to be, given the fact that I'm very impatient and I just don't like anyhow behavior, which is not a good thing. Okay, don't be like me, but that's who I am. I mean, like, I keep saying we buy once, when you do something to people without thinking about how they are going to react. Anyway, let's get into the analysis by Dr. Kemi Omololu Oluloyo.
Dr. Kemi Politrix, it's Wednesday, the 10th of December 2025. Let's talk about the politics of deportation and what happened in the last 72 hours with Ghana and Israel. I know, Ghana and Israel. This is strange, right? Okay, so there's an underlying tone to it that I will get to in the middle of the video, but this is how this stuff unfolded on December 7th. And today's the 10th, and I think it was Sunday or something, but anyway, the incidents unfolded on December 7th when travelers were held without clear reason, and they were released only after intense diplomatic intervention or deported to the next flight. On the next flight, Ghana's foreign ministry issued a strong protest on Wednesday, rejecting Israel's claim of non-cooperation from the local embassy and summoning Israeli officials in Accra to voice their displeasure. Foreign Minister Samuel Okudezo Ablakwa expressed outrage and hinted at reciprocal steps. Amid decades of cordial ties between the nations, the ministry stressed fair treatment for Ghanaians abroad while upholding bilateral respect. Now, let me tell you some underlying tones of the political politics here. Now, earlier this year, President Mahama donated chocolate to Israel's nemesis, Palestine. Now, I said chocolate. Some people in the comments will say chocolate, but it's really cocoa. Cocoa is a big export for Ghana. So when the whole situation of Gaza got worse, the Palestinian people and the Ghanaian governments are friends. The relationship they have is different from South Africa. South Africa wants Netanyahu arrested and all that, ICC. But Ghana has not done that. It's just that Ghana criticized the way that Netanyahu manhandled the war. Now there's peace and everything. Let's go back. So you donated cocoa, okay, to the starving people in Palestine. At most, they'll drink it as, like Milo or Bonvita or one of those, or even eat it as chocolate. But Ghana donated. And that donation earlier this year, it may have made Israel mad. I'm just telling you, this is my own analysis of this. I'm a political analyst now.
I 100% agree with Dr. Kemi Omololu Oluloyo. See, Kemi is one of the most underrated investigative journalists, quite intelligent, even though I follow her with an open mind, because the next minute she might decide to handle some issues in a way I do not agree, but I remain open. I might not agree with everything she says or handles issues sometimes, but that is what makes her unique. Yeah, I agree with her. Why do I feel like the Israeli government do not like criticism? They do not handle it well. From my observation, you don't have to agree with me, but I feel like the Israeli government do not like criticism. Anyway, I understand, for me as a person, a friend to my enemy can never be my friend, but it does not mean that I will victimize you. I don't have to, because you have your right to choice. The only thing I'm going to do is just know you, that you are not my friend, and that is it. But I don't have to do anything to you in exchange. The only thing is, if there are good things I used to do for you, I might decide to stop doing them in order not to look like I'm trying so hard to get in between or something. I'll take a break or take a walk, but coming to bully you, and no, I don't agree with that. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think. Do you think the government of Ghana did the right thing by reciprocating the favor? I mean, like, you do me good, I do you good. Don't complain about how I do you back. Anyway, I would like to read your comments down there in the comment section. Would you have advised the government of Ghana to handle this differently, or they did the right thing? I'll read there at the comment section, as I'll see you in another video. Bye.